Now we are live on YouTube and we can start. Let me present myself again. I'm Paula, as you can see, I'm 36 years old and I'm from Vitória da Conquista, Bahia. I am a biologist and I'll start studying psychology next month. I'm very excited about it. New project, yay! So, as you all know how TNT works, let's start. I will split you. We have 11 questions. You don't need to answer all of them. You can choose and you can bring your own questions too. And just please be respectful and be patient with each other, okay? Let's have a great conversation. Do you have any question? No? Great. Oh. 3? No. Yeah, 3 ones because maybe will still come. I need to delete one room. This one. No. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. I just messed up everything here. I create. And just a sec. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Yes, it's always a mess here. Hello, Gabriela. Gabi, are you good?
Hi, yes, I am.
Great. Okay, now things are going to work. Just a sec. And delete one. So I'll say 10 minutes before the end, okay? Have a good conversation. And if you're still hearing my voice, it means that you're here with me in the main room. And let's talk. Oh, I forgot to tell people to present themselves. I guess they already know it, right? So, do you all have the questions? Yeah? Gabriela, you just arrived. Do you have the questions? I'll send again. Just a sec. Oh gosh, it always happens, you know. I split the rooms and people decided to join. Wait, let me send the questions again. We can start presenting ourselves. Please, Sonia, do you mind?
Hi guys, I'm Samia from Teresina, Piauí. I'm 28. I'm a history teacher. Pretty soon, I will be an English teacher, hopefully.
Great, welcome. And Dalmo.
So hello everybody, I'm Dalmo from Belo Horizonte. I'm 34 years old, I'm a doctor, and it's a pleasure being here with you all.
Great, welcome. And Gabi, oh no, yeah, Gabi.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. I almost speak Spanish. Oh my goodness. My head
It happens.
I was studying before, but I'm Gabi. I'm 24. I'm a nurse student. This is the last year of my college, so I'm so excited to finish this journey. And I like to be here always. I really love Aprendi, and it is so good to be here to talk and practice our speaking skills. So that's it.
Great. How about you, Ricardo?
Hello everyone, my name is Ricardo. I am 31 years old. I am from Santa Catarina and I work as a mechanic. And I've been here to learn and improve my skills. That's it.
Great. Welcome. And Manu, your turn.
Hey guys, I'm Manu from Rio. I'm 40. I've been on TNT since July from the last year, and I'm hosting here, I guess, August from 2020. And I work with marketing, and that's it.
Great. Welcome. So guys, let's start with the questions. Why do we worry? What do you think? Ricardo.
It's a great question, but I think it is connected with, for example, if we don't have self-confidence and to do something, or to be afraid of the future and like that.
Yeah. And you, Manu, what do you think?
I think that we worried because we don't live in the present. We are always living in the future and what is going to happen, and we forget to live the present.
Yeah, I agree with you. But not only the future, you know. As an anxious person, I'm always thinking about things that already happened too, you know, and
Yeah.
replaying some situations. Oh my gosh, why did I do that? You know, it really sucks. And you, Gabi, why do we worry? Why do you worry?
Ooh, I I am like anxious. Oh my goodness, anxious person too, and I am always thinking about future or past. So I really like to write some thoughts, some things, because this helped me to be here, you know, on the present. But I think that, like you said before, we worry because we want to know things. We want to know things from the future. We want to know if everyone will be okay in the future. How will be our life, I guess. So it is a lot of things, but like Manu said, I agree. If you have things that keep you on present, will be more easy to live. And it's better not worry. It's not bad worry at all, but it is good not to worry so much. So I think that's it.
Yeah, just me add something. And we worry with the worries of others.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Oh my goodness. A lot.
Great. And you, Damu, what are your thoughts on it?
I think I agree with you all said, but to add, I think, at least for me, I think I would because I like to be in control of everything. I want to know what will happen in the future because I might change something now to have a better future. And I know it's a bad, for me, it's a bad thing because I can't rest. I'm always thinking about something that I must change for the future. And it's something that I must uh, work on me to live more in an easy way.
Yeah, exactly. And you, Samia?
Well, I think it's part of our nature, you know, because there's always something to be done. If it's not done yet, we worry about it, you know. Even in the present, you know, maybe there are some people in this meeting they are worrying about, oh, what I'm going to say next, what I'm saying something really good, my English is good, you know. So I think this is part of nature, you know, because we need to think about what we're gonna eat tomorrow, today, tonight, what we are going wearing, you know. I think this is consequence the way we live life, you know. So I think it's part of a nature, and we need to learn how to deal with, you know, try to find something to not to worrying all the time, because these kind of things could be bring us some kind of mental issues, I don't know, some problems, you know.
Yes,
Worrying too much.
definitely. And do you guys think, in your opinion, are some people more likely to worry than others, and why is that? Who wants to start this one?
I think that is because I see a lot of people that are more peaceful with themselves. They don't worry too much about the future. And even and this person, the future of this person, it's all right as mine. Even I'm thinking all the time what I'm doing tomorrow, what I'm doing next week. In the end of this, we both will have the almost the same results, but I will have this with a lot of trouble in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. And you, Gabi, what do you think?
I think after Damo, I don't have anything to add at this because I totally agree with this. It's like I don't know, like me and my brother. My brother is so peaceful, so okay, take it easy, life is good. And I am that person that take notes and wanna control everything. Oh my goodness, what I will eat tomorrow. Right now I am living alone, so I think, what I will eat tomorrow. I have to study, I have to take care of my things, I have to wash the dishes, wash my clothes, blah blah blah. So it's a lot of things, and sometimes we need just, okay, life will be the same thing if I don't be just anxious, so much anxious. So yeah.
So you said that the difference between you and your brother. So do you guys think that the way we were raised affect the way that we were our worries today nowadays? You can answer both questions in one answer if you can. Manu, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I think that are more people likely to worry than others. And I live both. There's two people inside of me. So sometimes I am very, very worried, and sometimes I'm like more the music of Zeca Pagodinho, Deixa a Vida Me Levar. So, and of course, the way my mother raised me affect my way of thinking, and the Zeca Pagodinho side came from my adult life. So my worries come from my mother, and the other me come from my adulthood.
Yeah, great. You, Samia.
I think maybe there are some connection with culture, you know, the environment that we were raised, that we were born, and also maybe the answers is related to chemical substances, chemical. I don't know how can I say this in English, but because today I watched a video of a girl who was saying, you know, that exists a lot of type personalities in society. So there are some people who is really worried about things that's gonna happen next, but there are other people who just, oh, come on, come down, things are gonna be okay, you know. So maybe this is a good explanation to understand why some people worry more than others.
Yeah, great. That's a good point. And what about you, Ricardo?
I think there are many people in different situations, and for example, it's depend on the financial situation, for example, and if I have money, I don't have to concern with the future in many times. And in the other hand, if I don't have money, I will be a worried person. And I think the money is the mostly reason to the people be concerned, and I think that's it.
Yeah, right. I agree with you, especially because we are adults and we have bills to pay. So money is always a problem, a concern at least. And I do think that our past experience, the way we were raised, things that we lived, I think they influence how we react to some situations in the present. And now we have Duda, or we don't. She's frozen. Oh, okay. Hello, Duda. Good evening. Please, quick presentation, and then you can start.
I don't know what's happening. Hi, I'm Duda, 22, Rio de Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro. I don't know.
Great.
I don't have the questions. I just fall here.
Okay, no problem. So, Duda, are you a worrier? What are your worries? Why do we worry?
Oh,
Basically,
God,
that.
that's deep. That's deep. I was
Yes.
I don't know. What are you guys talking about? I don't know.
Other worries, why we worry about life or everything.
I don't think I'm a huge worrier. Like, I like to think about things, but I don't think I worry about them,
Great. I'd like to be just like you. Oh, let me send you the questions again. So let's move on to the next question. Can worrying ever be a good thing? If so, when? What do you think? Dalmo, you just opened your mic, so you can start this one.
I think for me it's a good thing because it prepares me for the future problems. So of course in the middle I will suffer a lot, but I think when the problem comes, I'm more prepared. At least there is something positive in it.
Yes, I think that's the main reason, I think just like you. What about you, Ricardo?
I totally agree with Dalmo, and sometimes is not worried, but is a plan, and for example, when we are going to a trip and we have to make a plan, and it's not necessary is a concern about it, and just a plan. And when we have a plan, it's easier to solve the problems, and we are more prepared. I don't know. It's right.
Prepared.
Yeah. And that's it. It's my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. And I also think that when we worry, at least it sometimes stops us to do some shit, in life. So, yeah. Manu, what do you think?
Oh my, what a question. I think I can answer this because I can worry with my mom, and my ex-psychologist said, you have a lot of shit to worry about you. Forget the other things, focus on you. So I don't know if it's a good thing to worry about others, because sometimes, or most of the time, we are worried about others, we forget ourselves. So I don't know. I think it's not a good thing if we worry a lot with others. We have so much things to worry about us and to solve our problems.
Yeah. Samia, would you like to add something?
I just want to read something that I found here on Google because I was kind of skeptical about the question because, oh my gosh, that's something good, being worried. So some answers from other people here. Worrying helps me to solve problems. Worries protects me from feeling bad later. Worrying prevents bad things from happening. So yeah, maybe you might have something good from it.
Yeah, I liked it. And you, Gabi?
The same for me, because I really think that sometimes anxiety helps me not to do bad things that I will regret, oh my goodness, later, you know. So it's sometimes it's not so good to think a lot about your decisions, but in other time it is so nice, because I think a lot, and in the other day I think, oh my goodness, thank God that I think a lot about it, because I don't did anything and I'm just good. I'm just okay.
No
So
regrets.
no regret. And I like to remember something that my mom said to me. We are really close, and she always said to me since I was a little girl, like, filha, she taught me with that. Some things doesn't matter if you think about it a lot or just a little bit, because you will not change anything. So for these things, don't make sense to think a lot. Don't make sense to be anxious about it. But another thing is good to be anxious, because you will need this to take decisions, to make things, you know. Like, I think that sometimes fear stop us and anxiety help us to running for something that is not good for us. Or I don't know, like an exam for college. Anxiety is always good to help us study like 24 hours before exam. So for this is amazing.
Oh, great. Good advice. And Duda?
I think now I understand. Now I think for me, like I don't like worry. I agree with what Samia said. Like we have to worry, like we have to plan stuff and know, like think about the things that we're gonna do or what we're gonna, I don't know, the things that we will do. I think it's important for us to think about it, but not, I don't think in a way of worry as a bad thing, you know, you're just concerned about it. You're just thinking about it. So I think in this way. And another thing that I think it's kind of what Gabi said that I use in my case is like thinking that things happens for a reason. So for example, an exam. You if you don't study, you are gonna like you're not gonna pass, you know. So you have to do your part, and then things will happen in the way it's gonna happen. You know, you can change it, and I think like that. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it should feel like that, but so I think in this way, for example, being concerned about, I don't know, a job interview, like you already did it. Why are you like worried about it if you can't change it? You know, you did what you could. So I always try to think like that. So
Yeah, great.
Yeah, you said
Okay.
about exam. I'm sorry, Paula,
No,
but
keep going.
my cousin study a lot to pass in, I don't know how to say pharmacy. Pharmacy, yeah, at Unesp. And he did, I think, 3 years the exam and not enter. And the last one, the fourth, he said, oh, I'm going to go out at night, I'm going to drink. And he was at the exam drunk, very drunk, and he passed.
Oh gosh.
He was not worried about the exam.
Yeah, sometimes worry stops you to do what you have to do. So let's move on to the next question. Think back over what your childhood was like. What did you worry about at that time? How did those worries make you feel? And how did you deal with those things that worried you?
Oh, my worry on my childhood, because I study on preschool. It's the May month when I had to confess my sins. Because May, it's the month of the Mary, and we had to confess our sins, and I didn't have sins in my head.
You're saint.
And I said to the priest, oh my gosh, I was rebel at home. I fight with my father and my mother, I lie, and then I go and kneel and pray some mother and fathers. I don't know how to say this in English. And that's it. That was my worst worry in my childhood.
Great, Manu. It's awesome. I just remember about my grades. I was just worried about studies, have good grades and go to the next level. I don't know. So, and you, Gabi?
Wow, I don't remember much. I remember when I was like, I don't know, 8 years, when you start to go into college, to college, no, to school, preschool, to college. And I remember that the most important thing for me when I was a little child, it was going home after school and watching cartoons. This was so important to me when I was a little girl. But before, I think that when I was a teenager, I used to think a lot about my studies. I was a good student, but I always was thinking about it, I need to learn, I need to do this. And my parents never was so rush, I don't know. So, eles nunca foram tão incisivos comigo, sabe? Não sei como dizer. Tough, yes.
Yes.
They were so okay. My mom, she was perfect. She not talked to me, oh, you have to take good notes, blah, blah, blah. But I was so, so, I don't know, so, oh my goodness, I don't have a word for this, but so worried about these things. And sometimes my mom said to me like, Gabi, you need to stop. You need to relax. And okay, everything will be okay. I remember the first time that I take a red note, like we said on Portuguese, and was terrible for me. I think, I don't know. I remember that my feeling that day was, I was pretty sure that the world was stopping. I don't know. Everything was so falling apart for me because a bad note. Today this no makes sense for me. I think, oh my goodness, I'm so ashamed about that day. But everything is fine now. I'm not like this anymore about this topic, but I think that's it. Was my worries.
Great. And you, Ricardo?
Actually, I can't remember very well, but I think when I was a child, I I didn't care about anything, and just when I think it's more common when we we are adults, and for example, when I be, became an adult, I I thought, oh, I have to do this, and I have to change something, and it's more common. But when during the childhood, it's it's just a it's just a kid, and we don't have we didn't have any any responsibility, for example. um, it's easier and just play with kids and with with friends, and I think that's it.
Great. Dalmo, what about you?
There is two worries in my childhood. The one that Manu reminded me, it was about the confession. When we had to make the first communion, when I think I was 7 years, we had to make our first confession. And before I complete 7 years, I was thinking, oh my God, I must say everything, all my sins to the priest. I don't know, it's priest, padre, priest, também, father, don't know.
Yes,
But then I will have to tell everything that I've had done in my entire life. Oh my God. But for my lucky, when arrived the data that I should make the first confession, it was a community confession. So we all sit together and just thought about our sins. And I said, oh my God, why I was so worried about that? It was just thinking about my sins. And the second one is the thing that I think is related with another question about the childhood and how our parents raised us as this. Every year in school, my parents told me in the beginning of the year, oh, study a lot in the first 3 bimestres. I don't know if that's this word, because in the last quarter of the year, we can travel. And if you are okay with your grades, you can skip classes to travel. And every year I start to study a lot in the beginning of the year, but when I arrived the last quarter of the year, we didn't travel. We never traveled.
Oh,
I never had to skip classes. But I
oh gosh,
was
I can
always
feel
aware, oh
you.
my God, if I had to travel, I had to have good notes, because if I will skip classes, if my grades are okay, there is no problem.
Oh gosh. Great. And you, Samia?
I used to be worried about taking the wrong bus and ended up getting lost. Also about having money to get me some candies and snackies, bomba, coxinha, soda, play my video games, watch TV Globinho, my cartoons. So that's it.
Great. Duda, did you answer this one?
No, but I will be fast. I think for me, I it was so funny because I also thought about my first confession, and it's really funny because it's really silly. Like I was very worried because my confession was that I used to say bad words. Like I was a kid with like, I don't know, 8, 7 years old that I used to say bad words, but I used to do it in school. So I was like, oh my God, my parents are gonna just like they're gonna see that I speak, I don't know, bad words, and I was like dying about it. And and it happened, and I was like crying a lot, but it's like silly, it's funny to remember this now. But I think for me, like for example, like Samia said, like I think the biggest worry about my childhood was like getting home in time for, I don't know, watching my favorite TV shows, things like that. I think that's it.
Yeah, great. And guys, do you remember worrying about the things your parents worried about? Anyone? I don't know if anyone here with this thought. If so, why?
I think that when my parents fight with each other, I was worried about this. I don't remember. And when my mother was sick, very sick, I worried about that. And I was little, I guess 7 or 8 years old. But I can remember any other thing.
I made that question, but actually I do not remember because my parents, they used to hide things from us, As a child, you don't need to know about our worries. So, and I don't know if it helped me or not to handle with my worries nowadays, Maybe if they taught me, oh, it's happening, things like this, and we need to pay attention. We need to, I don't know, just thoughts in my mind right now. Who else? Dalmo.
Uh, I remember one day, my both parents work in a bank, and there was a time that maybe they will be transferred to another city. And I remember they tell me this possibility, and they were worried about it too, because all our family lives in that city that we're living, and they would be transferred to the other across the state. It was so far. And then they told me, and I start to worry, oh, I will must change school, all my friends, my grandma, my grandpa, I will miss them. But in the end, they wasn't transferred. They stayed where they were. And they could hide me this thing, and just told me if this was
You
a
suffered,
certain thing.
you suffered for nothing, right? Oh, and you, Gabi, can you think about anything?
I was thinking just about, I don't know, when we were young and right now too, our parents used to worry about us, about our lives, the children's lives, like the future, study, something like that. But right now, I am a grown-up person and I worry about that things too. So I thinking about it. Like right now, I am not so much because I almost finished my college, but when I was on middle school, I don't remember.
High school?
High school. Yes, when I was on high school, I started to thinking about it a lot, and I knew that my mom was too thinking about this too, and was a good time of my life because we are so close, and I always talk to her about these feelings, about my anxious. And I remember that sometimes I was talking with her like, oh mom, I don't know what I don't know what I like. I like everything. How can I choose something, just one thing to study? And I think about this a lot. And my mom said, "Okay, calm down, take it easy. Let's think together." So was a good time of good experience because my mom always was there with me, and she is like that today too. And I think that's it. I don't know. I think that's it.
Great. Great. Samia, do you have something to say about it? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember my parents worrying about the bill, the phone's bill they needed to pay, because I spent a lot of time just listening to people from BBB5 while they were talking their conversations, and I was 8. I didn't have no idea that was so expensive, and it cost them like 500 reais, guys. And they canceled the phone here, telephone fixed. And yeah, since then we never had like a telephone fixed.
Oh gosh. Oh, thank God nowadays I think almost no one has it at home. I don't know. I'm trying just by myself. Jordan, what about you?
I think for me it was when I was in high school too. It's not like they were worried and they put that on me, but like I felt it because I used to study in a public school, and then when I was finishing the school, I was like thinking that I had to go to a public university because we wouldn't have like it would be hard for them to like pay for a university for me, and I knew that like it was my part, it was on me. I had to do it. So I think that was a time that I was worried. But I remember a funny fact that when I was a kid, I used to be worried. Like I was scared of pregnant women. Like when I saw pregnant women, I was scared of it when I was like very little. So I was really worried my whole entire childhood about my mom being pregnant, not because I was gonna have a sister or a brother, but because she was gonna get the belly. I was very scared.
Yeah.
Of so that
Oh my gosh.
worry.
Imagine you seeing the grávida de Taubaté then.
Right?
Yeah, guys, like it's really funny because my mom always tells stories about when sometimes I don't know she ate a lot and she was like with a belly, and me like a little kid was like, what is it? Why belly is like that? So I was like really worried about it.
Oh gosh. Anyway, Ricardo.
I have a history similar to Samia, and I don't remember very well, but I think I was 10 or 11 years, and I spent too much on phone, and then they have a bill, and it was really expensive, and I didn't have an idea, and I think that's it. Just it.
Yeah. Now I remember that I did it. I did this once, but I called Turma da Mônica. I don't know where did I find the number, to
On
talk.
TV. It was always on TV.
Yeah, probably. Oh, people are people here were worried about blonde woman. Great. Guys, just one more question before I'll bring people back. If you let me choose, would you like to choose any questions here? We have a lot of questions that we didn't have time to answer. Do you think is there any question here that we should?
I like the
talk
question
about?
number 6. If you
Six?
rather hear, yeah.
Yeah, so let's go with this one. If you read or hear about something bad happening, such as an accident or a new warning about a disease like COVID, do you worry it could happen to you? How long do you think about it? Oh, in my case, I'm always thinking that everything bad is going to happen to me, And people sometimes say to me, stop thinking because you will attract these things. But my mind doesn't obey, so I can't control.
Yeah, I have the same thing because in 2013, I guess, I broke my ankle. Actually, eu esfacelei a bone on my ankle in a street with paralelepípedo. I don't know how to say that. And every time I go to a street with paralelepípedo, I think, oh my gosh, this is my time. I'm going to break my ankle again. This is the time, the day. Oh my gosh. And people say that to me. Oh, you couldn't track that. You will broke your ankle again because you think a lot of that. And of course, with disease and that kind of stuff, I worry, but not with accidents. With accidents, I usually stay sad for the families. I don't know. But disease, I say, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make, pegar. I don't know how to say pegar.
I'll get COVID.
I'll get COVID, and I'm going to be with a tube. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die with this. But I'm more relaxed now because I had, and I'm alive. Thank you.
Thanks. I said that if I get COVID, I will die definitely because I'm asthmatic, And I said to everybody, I'm not going out. I'm not going out, because if I get this shit, I will definitely die because, I have this in my mind.
Guys,
so that's
I'm
why.
opposite. I always think that I'm not gonna get the things, but I'm worried that the people I love get it. But
Oh,
just like,
but this too. I'm worried about myself and the others that I love. Yes, my head is a mess. And you, Dalmo?
Oh, as knowing a lot of symptoms and what it can cause, usually everything that happened, if I had a ache in my finger, I start to think, oh my God, it could be cancer.
Yeah, me too.
And you go to the Google, Dr. Google, and you type, oh my God.
Thank God I overcome this because I was going crazy with this. Googling
God.
everything, my symptoms, my doctor Google.
Anyone else is like that? Would you like to share? Gabi, Ricardo?
I think I'm like Dalmo, and when I'm feeling something, I always think that it can be something really bad, and sometimes it's not.
Yeah. Yeah, Gabi.
For me, like I don't remember who said this, but I used to worry about the people that I love or some people that I will take COVID, for example. But I don't have this worry about me, and I don't know because right now I am working with this, and exactly today I was with a child that was we was searching about COVID on her, but I was so okay. But if someone called me and said, oh, your mom or your brother have this, for sure I will be so worried about it.
Yeah, it's a shit. So welcome back, everyone. How was the conversation in your room? Did you like it, topic? Yeah? Great. I hope you really had a good conversation. I had a lot of fun here in the main room. Yes, it was a sad subject, but I laughed a lot, Yeah, it's weird. So let me share with you the links to our social medias: Instagram, LinkedIn, Telegram, and YouTube. If you didn't subscribe yet, please subscribe on YouTube channel. And I also would like to ask you to answer the feedback about this meeting. You can give some suggestions and you can say what did you think about the topic, the meeting. Okay?